Barbell shoulder press, otherwise known as the military or overhead press. Now, this exercise targets all three heads of your shoulder muscle, otherwise known as your delt or deltoid muscle. The front, the side, otherwise known as the lateral, and the back, otherwise known as the rear. Now, before beginning this exercise, we want to make sure that you can do it safely. So right now, go ahead and place your feet together. Bring your hands stretched out with a loose fist. And in one swoop motion, you're gonna bring your right hand up, left hand down, and try to connect the fists behind your back without any discomfort or pain. Now do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Left hand goes up, right hand goes down, trying to connect the fists behind your back in one motion without creeping up. And what we wanna see here is that there's about a hand width distance apart. And if there's not, or if there's a greater distance or an imbalance, then it may not be safe for you to perform this exercise. The next thing we're gonna check for in our safety check is for impingements. So go ahead and bring your right hand up with your palm facing down on the left shoulder. And while keeping it down, we wanna raise your elbow up. If you feel any pain or discomfort, then it's very likely that you may have an impingement. Do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Left hand goes down, palm facing down on the right shoulder, and go ahead and raise your elbow up. Again, if you feel any pain or discomfort, then it's likely a sign of an impingement. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get right into the exercise. What we wanna do is make sure that the bar is racked at a height where you can reach it with your chest. And so we're gonna get started with placing your index fingers on the closer ends of the ring on the barbell. And we wanna wrap our hands fully around. And from there, what we wanna do is go ahead and bring your chest to the bar and quote unquote, hide your shoulder blades in your back pocket. Or another way to think about this is bring your armpits forward or your forearms parallel. And then from there, we wanna keep our chest underneath the bar, anchor there while keeping our abs and glute muscles tight. This is what's going to help protect your lower back by creating what's known as intra-abdominal pressure that we are going to maintain slightly throughout the entire movement. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and lift up the bar with our body using our chest as opposed to using our wrists with our hands. Take a couple of steps back because we want to conserve the most amount of energy for the actual movement. And then from here, we want to tilt our head back slightly as the bar travels in a vertical path, pushing it up. And as the bar goes up, your head goes through to make sure that your spine is in a neutral alignment the entire time. From here, we're going to slightly turn our head back as we bring the bar back down vertically and repeat. You want to think about breathing in, coming down while your head's tilted back, and then breathing out, going up as your head pushes through, aiming for 6 to 8 reps to muscular exhaustion. Pro tip, knuckle placement. When you have the bar resting on the chest before beginning the exercise, it's okay to have a neutral grip or even to have your knuckles pointed backward as your head is also tilted backward at this point. Now, the second the bar begins to clear your head as you're driving it up and you push your head through, we want to begin turning the knuckles upward to protect your wrist. So an easy way to remember this is when you're coming down, head goes back, knuckles go back, and then when you're going up, head goes up and knuckles go up.